Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to... The 13. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are... Emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Third down, here's Brown. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Jackson on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. On the Jets sweep, here's Chase. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And out now come the Cowboys. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Now on 4th down, they throw a deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting down past the 45. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. After 1, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Easy one. Hey, 50 the mark, 50 the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And This is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team. They can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Mahomes again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. Three first-half touchdowns. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught.